100 miles or nothing. Alright, we'll see if I can do this without dropping my fucking $700 camera. Alright, so it is Monday, June 2nd. Last week was nothing but like recovery runs and just trying to recover from the Going More Ultra. A little bit of a recap, some of my like big takeaways or I guess learning experiences. It is extremely hard to eat in that heat. I'm a poet, didn't even know it. Anyways, it's hard to eat and drink enough fluids while running in those type of conditions. It's just very challenging. My body was not used to that, I guess. So kind of messed up there. I knew it was a matter of time before I would have hit that wall, like where my body just completely gave out and it wouldn't let me go any further. And I initially thought that point was around mile 20, but I was able to continue pushing on and get to 60 miles. Overall, I'm extremely happy with my performance and the outcome of the race. Sad that I couldn't go further, but I know I left it all out there and I gave it all I had. Now, I made a post a few days ago on my Instagram, and I was kind of explaining why I think a lot of people sign up for another race shortly after finishing one. We put so much time, effort, miles, a lot of love, heart, blood, sweat, tears into the training for these events. And then you show up on race day, you perform, you execute, you do your job, you do the thing that you've been working your ass off for months on end, and then it's just over. So with that being said, I already have my next last man standing race. It'll be the Quanah Hill Massacre, which will be the last Friday of August over in Weatherford, Texas. However, I am also debating on entering a 24-hour race over here in Fort Worth on July 25th. I believe it's called the Texas Endurance Race or something like that, but it's a 1.25 mile loop that you just run constantly for 24 hours to see who can run the furthest. Now that loop's gonna get very boring. It's gonna get very repetitive. It starts at 7 p.m. so the conditions are gonna be great throughout the night. But when the day rolls around, it's gonna get hot. It's gonna get really, really hot. And overall, the race just sounds like it's gonna suck. And I want that. So I'm about 99% sure that I will be signing up for that race. Anyways, we are doing a full week of training. Not really a full week because I already ran 6 miles. I didn't get any content during it today. However, it's gonna be kind of like a look into my life and things that I do as like a full-time student, taking full-time summer classes over at TCU, being a husband and a father to 3 daughters, and working on growing my business called Iron Mind Events, where we hope to raise awareness for mental health, substance abuse, and suicide prevention efforts through running and walking events. Anyways, I just finished up class. I'm on my way home now. Like I said, I already ran 6 miles today. But throughout my prep for this 24-hour race, I'm gonna be increasing my time on my feet. And that's gonna include a lot of walking, which I didn't do a whole lot during the Going More prep. So later this evening, after dinner, we're gonna go out for a walk whenever the temperature decides to finally chill the fuck out. Speaking of dinner, I have no idea what we're cooking, but we'll figure that out together. All right, so for dinner, we're gonna end up going with some like Chipotle style, like burrito bowls. So I have ground beef, shredded chicken, black beans, pinto beans, shredded cheese, lettuce, rice, salsa, guac. I'm sure you've seen this hack before, but when freezing meat, put it in a little bag, flatten it, it thaws out much quicker and much easier. Alright, so I just finished up some assignments for my health and wellness class, and I'm also already starting to work on this video here. The way I see it, if I have some downtime to work on the video as I'm filming and throughout the week, it's not going to be like a huge project to edit all at the end of the week. So it's almost 7 o'clock, which means the kids are going to be going down to sleep here soon. Then I'm going to hit a little walk and then probably end the evening by reading some of Nick Bear's newest book, Going More. But until then, it's time to start cleaning up the house and getting these kids ready for bed. Daddy's got sun in his eye. She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, America too. She's a good girl, crazy about everything. this loves horses, her boyfriend too. It's been a long day, living in Rosita, this freeway, running through the yard. I'm a bad boy, so I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her heart. Now I'm free falling. All right, 6 miles done at an average 10 minutes, 6 minute per mile. Total time was 1 hour and 41 seconds. We're gonna go inside, get some breakfast, coffee, rehydrate, leg day, and then class. All right. Feel good. Just finished breakfast. I was working on some assignments, did a little bit more editing. About to hit legs, and then I got to shower and head over to class. But first, a little home gym tour. That's where I got all my medals. Most of these are like 5K runs. It's a half marathon I did in memory of my brother who took his life. Another half marathon for Alzheimer's. This Porter Rockwell virtual half marathon. Up here we got the horseshoe from the DNF from the Going More Ultra, right below my bib. Anyways, we got some adjustable dumbbells, adjustable rack, adjustable bench, the leg extension, leg curl, preacher curl, the weight tree over here, one of my TCU hockey jerseys, Mullin sign, got all my running shoes over here. Another adjustable barbell. Massive mirror with LED lights around. Yeah, that's a home gym. It's very basic and simple, but it works. Sometimes I have to get a little bit more creative, but that's fine with me. Anyways, we're gonna hit a quick light leg day, then get ready for class. All right, so my class doesn't start for like another 30 minutes. So I'm just gonna work on some health and wellness assignments while I'm waiting. All right, that class was so unbelievably boring. Like our professor was just sharing nothing but just stories that didn't even really apply to the lecture he was trying to teach. Anyways, thank God that's over with. Heading home now, it's a little after 3:30, so I'll be getting dinner ready shortly after I get home. Might just end up having leftovers from last night. And then Bradley, my 6-year-old, has her first cheer camp tonight. So I'm super excited to watch her bring the cheer. high five.
No, I almost cried. Like, she was like next to me and I hear her go, look, we like twins, like
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Alright, so we got the kids to bed, went on our evening walk. Then I'm gonna hop in the shower, get ready for bed, and go read my book. Good morning. So I slept in a little bit today. I wasn't able to go for my early morning run, but it's 7:30, so I'm getting ready to go eat 6 miles. It's Global Running Day. I would like to go further, but my legs are actually pretty sore from that little light leg day I did yesterday. So it'll just be an easy, light run today. So let's go. All right, so after thinking about it for a few days, I'm gonna go ahead and sign up for that 24-hour run today. Big part of why I wanna do this one is because of the short loop distance. Running the same 1.25 mile for 24 hours. It's not only gonna get physically tough, but extremely mentally challenging as well. If we wanna grow in life, we gotta be willing and able to put ourselves in these uncomfortable situations. Growth doesn't come from doing the same comfortable shit every single day. And I'm not just talking in like a fitness aspect. Choosing to do hard shit facilitates growth on a deeper and more personal level. Anyways, after I finish up here, I'll be signing up for the Texas Endurance Runs 24-hour event. Friday, July 25th, starting at 7 p.m. And if anyone's interested, I'll be sure to have the sign-up link in the description below. Anyways, we're a mile in, so I've got 5 more miles. Then I'll shower, get some food, and sign up for this race. Damn, buddy. All right, just got home. I think the wife made spaghetti for dinner, so I'm gonna go in and, where's the lighting? Eat that up.
Spaghetti's always taste different because I don't measure anything.
Daddy, what are you doing?
What's that? You walk with a monster.
Mom, Daddy.
All right, so no walk this evening. Just relaxing, taking it easy, and watching the Stanley Cup Finals. Yes! Let's go! Yes! A Canadian team hasn't won the Stanley Cup since 1993. That's why we gotta go for the Oilers here. Alright, it's 5:40. This morning we're heading over to the track and we're hitting a speed workout. Alright, so on the schedule we got a 1.5 mile warm up, 3 800-meter repeats, 6 400-meter repeats, and then a mile cool down. Then the resting period in between each repeat is gonna be another lap, just at a slow, easy jump. Overall, this entire workout should come out to about 8 miles. So let's get it. Total workout ended up being 8 miles. I did all 3 of the 800-meter repeats at a sub 6:30 pace. The first 5 of the 400-meter repeats were done at a sub 6 minute per mile pace. And my 6th 400-meter repeat was at like a 6:30 minute per mile pace. I started cramping real bad. A great workout though. It's a privilege to be able to wake up early, come out to the track and be able to do some hard shit. Now we're gonna head back to the house, rehydrate, refuel, and hit some chest and shoulders in a little bit. All right, workout complete. I am getting ready to go cut my own hair, so I'll show you how to do that as well. I'm also gonna trim up the facial hair because it's getting a little bit out of control. Then I need to go to the store, get some more propane for the Blackstone, and I might be going to pick up a new pair of running shoes. So hopefully I can pick those up while I'm out in town. Anyways, I'm about to go have my daughter section off my hair so that way I can cut it easier. All right, we got the hair sectioned off. I normally don't cut my hair this way, so we'll see how it turns out. Hope we get it. Here we go. That's a little shorter. Oh man, I just took a lot of hair off. I am not a barber by any means. All right, a moment of truth. All right, here we go. It's the finished product. Not too bad, not perfect, but not bad. All right, we have got to go to HEB. I need to pick up some more propane. I'm gonna be making what my wife and I like to call messy Phillies. So essentially think of like a Philly cheesesteak, but in like a sloppy Joe fashion. Really good, fantastic. I'm supposed to be meeting up with someone from Facebook Marketplace as well. I'm gonna be trading my old Garmin Forerunner 235 for a pair of brand new Adidas Bostons. So I'm just waiting on him to hit me back and then I'll swing over to his place on my way home. All right, we just got the new shoes. Adidas Boston 11s, they are brand new. So I'd say that was a pretty damn good trade on my part. The only thing that watch was doing was collecting dust in my closet. Anyways, we're gonna head home and get started on these messy Phillies. Sing it. All right, Friday, June 6th. It's about 9:52 in the morning. I'm getting ready to go try out the new shoes. I got 6 miles on the schedule for today. A few assignments I gotta do online. Then I was invited to be a guest on a podcast, so we'll be filming that at around 2 o'clock. Anyways, we're gonna get these shoes on and take them for a test ride. 6 miles done at an average pace of 8:35. Because of how hot it is outside, the entirety of that run I was craving sweet tea, so. Anyway, I like the shoes so far. I gotta wait and see how they feel during a long run and a speed workout. As of right now, I am really glad that I picked them up. I am getting ready to go mow the lawn out back and then set up the kiddie pool and the sprinkler so that way the kids can go play out there while I'm recording the podcast.
Recently, you did the BPN Go One More Ultra, as can be seen from your hat and your top.
Yeah.
Tell people a little bit about that and what that was like for you and what it is.
The race, it was hot, man. It was a scorcher down there. A lot of people, myself included, we entered that pain cave really early on in the race. Like I was starting to question if I could keep going around mile 20. But I ended up pushing through. I think I got about 60 miles before I ended up DNFing.
Most people won't even go outside when it's that hot, let alone go run 60 miles an ultra marathon.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's absolutely crazy.
I wish I could have went further, but I'm overall very happy with my outcome and how I placed and everything with the race.
What would you say, what advice would you give to someone who's finding it difficult but wants to get into running?
You know, that kind of reminds me, I'm reading Nick Bare's newest book, Go One More. He gave it out to all of us runners at the race about halfway through. But in that book, he talks about being present in the mile that you're in. Not necessarily hyper fixating on the you know, crossing the finish line at like 100 miles or like reaching that distance, but actually being present in, you know, mile 2, mile 20, 30, you know, so on. So like, it's all about like embracing the journey.
Where do you think that mental resilience comes from?
Unfortunately, on March 13th, 2024, he took his life. You know, my brother Dylan, he battled with his mental demons for a long time. Finally, his demons won, and that shit wrecked me, to be honest. It was, you know, some of the hardest moments in my life that I had to get through. And, you know, in that time frame, I didn't know how I was gonna manage to keep going, keep fighting. And I guess like the way I see it is like, if he had to struggle and go through all of his mental battles, like the least I can do is, you know, put myself through some tough races and put myself in these shitty situations where I have to struggle for a few miles just to, you know, kind of raise awareness and keep his memory alive with me. So a little nightly recap. Podcast went great. Watching the hockey game right now. After we finished filming the podcast, I got on a conference call with a videographer based out of Fort Worth. We decided we're going to start working together, and he's going to start filming some content for me. And he's even going to try to make it out to this next race in July. So super excited about that. Anyways, after the podcast and the conference call, I made some dinner. We had goulash tonight. Hung out with the kids for a little bit before putting them to bed. And then I just went to TJ Maxx and picked up 2 new pairs of running shorts. But anyways, the rest of tonight I'm just gonna chill out, watch the hockey game. And then tomorrow we got a long run planned. It's not gonna be any 60-miler or anything like that, but it'll most likely be 10 to 12 miles. I'll be wearing a pair of the new shorts and my new Adidas Boston 11s. So we'll see y'all in the morning. All right, Saturday, June 7th, 6:45. Getting ready to start out on today's long run. About an hour ago, I had a scoop and a half of G1M Sport plus a honey stinger, another scoop and a half in the handheld. I got 2 Go gels. If the camera quality looks different today, it's because I'm filming on my phone because I don't want to be carrying the camera around with me. Anyways, we're gonna take it nice and slow. We are in the Adidas Boston 11s. It's extremely humid out this morning and it's already starting to get warm. So let's get this thing started. Mile 1, 10:21. Mile 2, 10:05. Mile 3, 10:33. Mile 4, 10:31. Mile 5, 10:40. Time for Go Gel. Mile 6, 10:29. Mile 7, 10:37. Mile 8, 11:02. Mile 9, 10:22. 10 miles complete, 10:16. Total distance 10 miles, total time 1 hour 45 minutes at an average 10-minute 29-second minute per mile pace. Now I wanted to keep going, but my left IT band started getting pretty sore, so I'd rather be safe than sorry. Anyways, that is a full week of training, totaling out to 42 miles of running activities and 6 miles of walking activities, bringing the total weekly distance up to 48 miles. Anyways, I got some homework assignments to knock out today, and the family and I are going over to the pool. But if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in for next week's video. We got 5 weeks to build, and then it's race day. 100 miles or nothing.